I don't know if I'm live yet, but I will take my time, honey, because your girl have time today while I'm doing my hair. So I just said, you know what? I will come on here while I'm doing my hair and I'll go live. Because we need to talk about what's going on up and through these streets. And y'all know your girl be busy, so I said, you know what? While I'm doing my hair, I can make time to talk to the folks. So while people get on up and through here, what I'll do is I will just do my hair and then I'll make time to talk to y'all because your girl been busy. Anyway, let me say this. What's up, what's up? It is your girl E, and guess what? You are right on time. I am just sitting in here doing my hair, and it's so much going on YouTube. I said, you know what? I gotta sit here anyway and do my hair. Why don't I just do my hair and talk to y'all at the same damn time? Because there's so much going on. But while y'all in here, for y'all people that didn't made it in here, do your girl a favor and hit the like button. Because you know it helps me out in the algorithm. And y'all know your girl been on the go, been around the world and I need some help. Y'all help me out for that good old algorithm so people can come on in here. Because y'all, we got something to talk about. And there's been some real stuff going on. Y'all know, well, I don't have to tell y'all. Most of y'all people already know. Y'all been keeping up with what's been going on in these YouTube streets. But if y'all can hear me, do me a favor and put a 1 in the chat. Hey, Diane, thank you for stopping through, honey. How you doing? Your girl is in here doing her own hair, y'all. Because it's necessary in this economy. Because I understand you can't be up and through here spending money like you crazy in this economy. So I said, you know what? I'll flat iron my hair and talk to my peeps, catch up on everything, because I haven't had a chance to talk to y'all since your girl been gone. Well, not gone. Y'all know I went, for those of you who don't know, do your girl a favor and tap, 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 tap in. Hit that like button for your girl. Y'all know, I tried to go live, y'all. We went deep sea fishing. Y'all know I love to deep sea fish. I'm not talking about that because that's not what my title is. But that's where I went, and that did not work out too good because going up and through them swamps and them back parts of Louisiana, honey, the signal was like, find me. But what y'all been up to? What y'all been up to? Have y'all been seeing all these crash out stories on YouTube with all these content creators losing their damn mind and basically feeling the repercussions of a new economy where things are different than they were before? You know what I'm saying? Things are so much different. And y'all know I'm out here looking wild, but it's okay, honey. I don't care, honey. I just thought it was necessary for somebody, you know, to get out here and talk about it. So that's what I'm doing, honey. We talking about it. I ain't got to say nothing about no fair use and none of that stuff because, honey, what I'm talking about, y'all all know what's going on. I'm doing my thing, honey, and I see let me think, Peach is a topic. We got to talk about not just Peach, y'all. We going to talk about everybody, including myself, because it's necessary. But anyway, y'all, come on, do your girl favor, tap that like button. We got Diane G in the building. We got Marie in the building. Tyra in the building. Y'all come on up and through here. We're going to talk about this, honey. I'm going to talk a little bit about this whole, well, no, I'm going to talk a lot about this, honey, and I got to do a video about it, y'all. I'm back home, as y'all can see. So I had to do my hair and get back in these streets and talk about what's been going on these YouTube streets. And honey, it's been getting down, going crazy. Crazy. Y'all do me a favor and tell me where y'all from while we wait for some more people to come in here and hit the like button for us. While we wait, let's see, where y'all from? I want to know. Honey, the YouTube streets is on fire. They are after Peach McIntyre and look like Peach may have met her match with whomever or whatever is going on over there in TikTok. Then we got another content creator. Y'all, do y'all remember when I told y'all last week? Not last week. When was that? Probably about a month ago. And I told y'all last month, I said, y'all know what? This new push that's coming out with this YouTube and what's going on, people ain't gonna be ready for it. They're not gonna be ready for it. And how I know they're not ready for it is because I'm watching what they're doing. They're not gonna be ready for what's coming out, what's getting ready to roll out on their asses. I was over there watching. Now y'all know me and for those of you who've been around, y'all know what's her name? Hold on, y'all. I gotta get this hair, honey. Now I'm telling y'all now, if y'all coming over here looking for a drag and your girl don't drag. But I am gonna tell you what I saw. Everybody ain't saw it. Now I know it's gonna be a minute because your girl ain't been on here for a while. Right? I have not been on here for a while. And that's understandable. I'm not expecting for folks to break what they doing to come see what I'm doing. And I ain't been on this sucker. But for y'all who are over here, I really do appreciate y'all stopping through, hanging out with your girl. So let's see here. Oh, okay, Florida in the building. I was just, you know what? I was in Florida. I was down in where was I? I went to Key West. I went to Destin and Pensacola. I was just fishing there. I sure did. I went on a fishing marathon, y'all. You know your girl love the outdoors. But anyway, y'all, let me tell y'all something. Y'all on these YouTube streets, y'all be easy out here. People are losing their wigs, for real. And I ain't want to be on here, gloating in nobody's misery. But I do want to add some value. Y'all know I love to add value whenever I can. And y'all don't flat iron y'all hair like this, but my hair is thick and it's horrible. Like, it takes me a long time. If I try to do it otherwise, it'll take me too long. But y'all, I was minding my business. And the other day, I was perusing these YouTube streets, honey, and I couldn't sleep. Now, you know when you premenopausal, you have these things where sometimes you can't sleep. And it was one of them days where I couldn't sleep. And I'm on YouTube, and I'm going through the YouTube thing, y'all, and I'm seeing where this one girl was on YouTube was crashing out. Old girl was losing everything. Let her tell it. Now, I don't know if this was a scam or not, because a lot of people are getting on YouTube acting like they having a hard time, but they really not having a hard time, or they very well may be having a hard time. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, she was on there talking about that she was gonna be homeless and sleeping in a car, and I went down the rabbit hole of listening to this woman's story, right? And so she was talking about how she didn't have any money and that things were kind of rough and all of these kind of things. And so I'm listening to the story. Now, mind you, this same person, hold on, I gotta move this hair out of the way. This same person was just not too long ago buying a big ass car and all the rest of this stuff. So I'm watching in her story or whatever else, because stuff changed quickly, y'all. So I'm watching her story, and after her story go off, y'all, another story come on. So I'm listening to this woman's story, and she's talking about living in a car with her family. And then after that goes off, y'all, another the next video comes up. Y'all, girl, why the next video pop up? It's a content creator that in the sector that I was in, y'all know I was in a sector, although they don't want to say it was a sector. Child was a sector. the Peach McIntyre sector, honey. And your girl is not trying to, I am over that a little bit. But anyway, so girl, I'm over there listening, and this girl comes on here, and it's some stuff going on. Now, y'all know I got a big heart. You know what I'm saying? Like, the reason why I took time out from YouTube, y'all, is because I evidently was just misunderstood some kind of way, right? And this person and I had a little misunderstanding, is what she said later, right? And so I'm watching this. This person is bawling out of control. I mean, crying. Now, for those of you who don't know, the scenario with this person is they were a content creator, and they were in the Peach sector too. And this person has a notorious story that's, affixed to her and her whole YouTube channel, right? And that is, she had not an altercation, how would I say? She had a situation where she was at work and she was attacked, right? Now, this happened in 2019. And this sad person has made it their business to get on YouTube, and they made their channel basically where they were, doing commentary on somebody else, and, whether or not they had, I'm gonna be honest with y'all. It's been very, very disingenuine, if you ask me. And the reason why I fell out of that sector, y'all, is because a lot of the people that was doing content, it was very disingenuine, in my opinion. Now, you ain't got to be on here. Nobody's perfect. There's no such thing as perfect, right? But there is a certain level of, in my opinion, having some integrity, right? So if I'm on here and I'm dealing with a situation, you're not gonna catch me on here dragging somebody else for dealing with that situation. You understand what I'm saying? So like, I'm not gonna be on here, which they had problems with me saying this. I'm not on here trying to drag nobody down or take their money or how they make money or interfere with their bread. And I know I'm on this bitch trying to make money too, right? So to me, it was always kind of weird that this person was focusing on this person and how they was getting down. I'm not gonna say weird. It was just, I didn't resonate with it. That, this person was fixating on somebody else and getting great pleasure in seeing somebody lose a lot. And they were like, what would you call it? Midlife, or I don't even know what you call it now. You in your late 40s and you're living with your parents, right? You living with your parents, and you're fortunate enough to have your parents let you come stay with them, because whether y'all believe it or not, that is a blessing. A lot of people would love to have that option, or even have their parents around and they're not around, right? So I thought it was always odd that this person, now let me first say this first, because I have to be very, very honest about this. I started watching this person because this person that I'm talking about looks a lot like a family member that I was so very close to. And I have to just be 100 with it. This family member was one of my favorite family members, right? So when I first started watching her, the reason why I watched her was because, she reminded me of a family member that I really, really adored. And so I started watching her, and then she, what she was doing was very difficult because she was trying to do supposedly positive stuff, y'all. Long story short, this person went from saying she's not going to do a certain type of content to doing the type of content that she said she despised, right? With her family saying, they didn't like it. Her family has been very, very clear of not supporting this type of content. And I remember watching the daddy on there talking about, how would you feel if somebody talked about you when you were down? And, you know, it's her dad's a preacher. And so she was like, her dad was like, how would you feel if somebody talked about you and made their livelihood on talking about your downfall or your difficult time? And she said it resonated with her, and that she was like, if I got to make money talking about people like this, I'm not going to do it. And I respected her a lot for that. You know what I mean? Because that's a high road to take, you know? And so I was like, you know, that's understandable. That's understandable. So I started watching her. I started forwarding her out to people. Like I told you, the content for me was lackluster. It's always been. But her story, I felt, could have been better. Her story that she has, if she understood the art of storytelling and understood how to package what she was going through, would be the right thing for her to do, right? This person went down a real dark road, and her dad forewarned her about this road. And she took this road anyway because it looked like it was money there, right? So she went down this journey of, you know, doing this type of content where she was exposing and, you know, doing credit pulls and, you know, laughing at the downfall of others. And I always say you have to be very mindful of finding joy in someone else's downfall, good or bad. Like even with this story, I have something to say as it relates to this story. So she goes down this rabbit hole. Now, mind you, this woman who says she loves to keep it 100 and tell everybody business finds it convenient for her not to ever tell her business, right? So she, you know, I kind of fell out of it when, you know, she threw some shade or whatever else. And I didn't never mention the woman's name, just like I'm not doing now. But she came on live and did whatever she did. It's not even about that, because I do believe that it was a miscommunication. So I don't hold grudges to that degree. But the mere fact that this person got online and, you know, said whatever, we're going to move past all of that to just show you the character. I have a whole video that's been edited and done that I got to make time to put up for y'all to see. At first, I wasn't going to put it up, but I think it's important for her to see, because maybe I don't think she realized that the things that she's doing to her family and people that like her affects them. Right? Sometimes people can't see that they have a mean spirit, or they have a judgmental spirit, or they have a real nasty spirit. A lot of people can't see that, you know, and that's what I like about being on YouTube for myself, right? And I told y'all I had to back away because the type of content I wanted to do, I didn't want to be malicious, mean-spirited, and the rest of that stuff. I wanted to talk about the issues from a certain standpoint. But anyway, I got a chance to see myself, and I was looking at myself, and I'm like, girl, you worrying about what somebody else doing. You need to go lose you a good 45, 50 pounds. And guess what? That's what I did. I said, you know what? I need to focus that attention on myself. So I went and lost weight. So back to this story. So I come back, y'all. This woman is having parties for people being evicted. You know, all the rest of this stuff, and the character just didn't line up. And I was like, this not good for her, because although you're living in your parents' home, they're like 80 years old, you're still in a predicament where you are dependent upon somebody else for your survival, right? You have a husband, your husband is working, you know, he's doing what he's supposed to do, and things are just not adding up, right? But there's this thing that keeps happening over and over and over. This person wants to regurgitate this story over and over and relive this situation of her PTSD, right? Now, when I looked at the live, I could not believe it. Now, I've seen other lives before, right? And like to her point that she made, and the reason why I'm talking about this is because it is paramount for people to understand. These fools do not love you. You can get your butt up here and do a song and a dance, and one day, baby, you're going to become the content. If you dig a ditch, You have to be in the ditch. Eventually, these people gonna come for you, right? So I guess she didn't get the memo, right? And honey, she had a meltdown. Now, mind you, this person, the same person who say they tell everybody business, right? Somebody else, let's see, when was this? I've seen videos where, she's came on here and accused the man of cheating and accused the husband of setting up stuff for people to, setting up his bank account. Now, this is the same person who's watching Peach McIntyre every day, y'all. And I am not, let me put this disclaimer out there. I am not a Peach McIntyre supporter, but I am not a Peach McIntyre hater either. You know what I'm saying? That's how I feel, okay? Nobody's going to make me feel any different because I understand that people are, they're complex. The same way with this person. I'm giving her the same grace that I would give Peach or anyone else. And it's the same advice I would give them all. Be careful of the ditch you crawl in and start digging because you're going to be in the hole. So fast forward, this person is now the chicken whisperer, which is great. Y'all know I've been at my chickens and my garden. So I think that was a great thing for her. She's getting very active. I see her come on live and she crying about the husband cheating, allegedly. Saying the man that one took his money and put it somewhere else. You know what I'm saying? Like changed his address up under it. Just said a whole lot of crazy stuff. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like, whoa, I can't believe she on here saying this stuff. I'm like, whoa, you on here crying, talking about divorcing your husband with the chat? And then she said to the chat, y'all my friends. Let's be clear. These people ain't your friends. You may make some good, lasting relationships. But for the most part, people are here to consume information. This woman said, this woman said her husband is cheating. Cheating, took the money, was hot. Like the stuff she got on here and said, I was like, nah, you got a lot of nerve to get on here and talk about the Peach McIntyre and the rest of that shit. And you got all this shit going on. I would never, right? So that went on. She took the video down. Child, let me tell y'all something. Don't put shit up and then take it down. Quit doing that shit. Make your money. If Peach McIntyre don't teach y'all nothing else, is if it happened and you put it out there, let that sucker breathe, let it marinate, and make your money. Because it's people out here that got the video. I'm one of them. Child, I have a system in place. Oh, and if y'all want to learn about GPTs, I can teach y'all that too. I'm just playing. But yeah, I really can. But you can have your, I'm not on YouTube all the time, right? And I know people do lives and then they take them down. So I have a system where it just records everything, right? Dumps it, and whenever I get a chance, I can look at it. I'm looking at stuff and I'm like, what the is going on? Another one when she was on her way to church crying. The man that went and did something. The point I'm making is there's trouble in paradise. And we all know that's been married. That shit ain't easy. Stuff happens. One day y'all good, the next day y'all want to strangle each other necks. But you don't get on YouTube and talk about that unless you want to become the content, right? Honey, well, this woman did not understand that message. She got on here and talked about her nieces. She talked about her mama. She said her sister was pissy. Her sister had a health incident and, she was vulnerable and this person went. I'm talking about the character, y'all. I'm talking about the character, and I'm saying this because I do have an offering for her. You know what I mean? Because a lot of times people fall by the way because they don't have no real good friends around, or they don't have no people that'll keep it 100 and let them know when they effing up. I have that around me. I have a group of friends that will pull me by my coattail and be like, hey, you need to check yourself. And I appreciate that. Do I like it when they're doing it? I may be uncomfortable while they're doing it, but I know that they're telling me for my own benefit, right? And I believe that this is what's happening in this person's area, right? You about to be 49, 50, whatever. You know, you're living in your parents' home. You're very negative towards them. You say stuff like they old. Y'all, but getting old and aging is a beautiful thing. Most people refer to their elderly parents or to someone that's older as, you know, they're getting older. Not this person. This person is like they old. You know, they old grumpy. My mom passed away. My dad passed away, right? I would do anything. I would give anything to have them back. Just for them to sit around if they want to be grumpy. I'd be here for it. You know what I'm saying? So sometimes people look at stuff, and this is the point I'm getting to. I think she's looking at stuff so much like this, she can't see her blessing, right? The blessing is, right, although they didn't pay you nothing for your, what is it called? For, you know, the dog attack and all the rest of that. The blessing is, and maybe you can't see it, is that one, you're still alive. Two, you have people around you that love you and that want to support you. And three, you have to be willing to make a change. You can't sit up here and live 2019 over and over again, right? So y'all, this woman is on here crying to subscribers, right? For a what is it called? What do you call it when people GoFundMe? The girl stays on this thing talking. She got 300 people in the chat, right? Do y'all know these people ain't sent her nothing? Not a dime. These people ain't no love for you. People out here having it hard too. Sat on here, cried, talked about her mama betraying her, talked about the daughter. And I said, you know what? Somebody needs to talk to her and let her know her problem is she's not being a good person to her family member. And I said this once before and y'all did not like it. But the problem is she does not know how to be around people that love her and allow them to have say what they want to say and allow her to say what she wants to say. She want to control everything on it, right? So she calls the daddy out. She tells a story about how she goes across the street, calls her husband out, and I'm not gonna lie to y'all. I started praying for her. I really did. I said, you know what, Lord, please, 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 don't let this woman lose her security within her family, cause they love her. You know what I mean? They know what they're dealing with. They know that girl's problematic. They know she's having trouble with the damn PTSD or from the dog bites. But let me tell y'all something. You have to be accountable for your own damn actions. You got bit in 2019. Go get some help, right? Go get a job at the I saw the people was telling her to go get a job at the work from home. And not only that, she's a veteran, right? And y'all know my husband is a veteran. And she could get benefits through that. She can get benefits from what the hell is this? Oh, I was about to say, y'all see this? I was like, what the hell is that in the back of my head? It's another one of these. She could get straight up benefits. Y'all, when I got laid off, the job I had, they were doing a buyout. And everyone was telling me, you know, you should either take the buyout or just wait it out. And y'all know what I said? I'm not waiting it out. I'm going to take the buyout. I'm going to take the buyout. I'm going to go on about my business. I'm going to start my own situation. And that's what I did. Because I felt like I was responsible for myself. You know what I mean? And I thought, you know, I'm going to help my husband. He's been trying to get his disability, his VA benefits forever. Guess what your girl did? He got his benefits. So instead of taking time trying to see if Peach has what is it called, eviction, you could go and figure out how to get your disability increased to 100. Once you get your disability increased to 100, you get free medical, you get free schooling, you get your child get money. Like, you have all these resources, but you're focusing on the wrong shit. You focusing on what this person is doing. Everything that glitters ain't gold, y'all. I stopped talking about it, and of course, on this channel don't make money like it was before when I was, talking about stuff. But when I realized I couldn't talk about it the way I wanted to, and that people wanted me to be nasty and messy, and not messy, I'm just gonna say speak about it in a way that I didn't want to, I had to release that, right? I'm not gonna put myself in a position where I kill my own blessings. And I felt like that's what I was doing. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was effed up. So, child, moving the story along. I gotta hurry up before my hair starts swelling up. Moving the story along, y'all. This woman then got her husband all involved in some shit with her family and got online. This is the part I have a problem with her with. You know as good as I do, and y'all know this too. If you get online and start talking shit, and you know your husband is a truck driver, he may see that, right? Why put a rift between your father and your husband, telling them a lot of negative stuff, when you know when he gets back, it's going to be addressed? Y'all, I was so sad. I was so hurt. I was like, this is not going to end well. You know what I'm saying? Like, you over here mad that Jazz told you that you need to get a job, because they're over it. They're tired of hearing it. They're ready for your redemption story. Everybody want to hear the redemption story. Don't nobody want to hear the negative shit every damn day. You crying about, what happened to you in 2019. We want to see the redemption story. We want to see you go fight for your shit at the disability. We want to see you get up, go work out, lose the weight for your other hip. You know what I'm saying? We want to see that story. We want to see you, transition from your mom and daddy's house into your own house. You know what I'm saying? That is a good story. That's a good story. We don't want to see you coming on here crying, and we all got bills too. We all got bills. Everybody got bills. Everybody got stuff they're responsible for. And to sit on the internet and think somebody owe you something just because, you asking him to pay for you to get you an apartment. I know that embarrassed her daddy. Her daddy a whole preacher. And do you know these people ain't sent shit? Not a damn thing. They ain't sending nothing. You know why? Because they don't care. So when people like Peach McIntyre say stuff like, I don't care, people really don't care. They like to do the formalities of saying, oh, that's so sad. Oh, that's horrible. But do they care? Hell no. They don't care. They didn't put, I felt so bad for her and everything. I said, Lord, I'm going to have to put some money on that GoFundMe. Just because it's just so screwed up. I felt bad for her. And then she got back on here and said she was hurt because people showed up for the drama, but they didn't want to help her. Now, that's the way people get down. They want to see the drama. They don't want to see they don't want to see shit. They don't want to see nothing good. Well, I'm not going to say they don't want to, honey, because this channel, the way it was before, a lot of people was feeding on a lot of drama, but now that's not the case anymore. You know what I mean? Now people are understanding that life is difficult. And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Napoleon Hill. If you have not, Napoleon Hill saved my relationship with finances, right? Because at first I used to say stuff like, oh, yeah, I can't keep money. Money just go through my hands. If I get it, I got to spend it. I used to say that shit out loud. But what I didn't realize before reading Napoleon Hill was I was telling the universe what I expected. I was expecting nothing more than to be broke and in debt. I make money and I don't keep it. That's what I was saying, because I would say stuff like, you know, this money burn a hole in my hand. When I stopped thinking like that, when I went got this book, it's called Think and Grow Rich. If you go get this note, it's a book, but they have something called a workbook. Go on Amazon and order the Think and Grow Rich notebook, a workbook. Think and Grow Rich workbook, right? It's by Napoleon Hill. If you get that book, I promise you on everything, it would change your life. And this was brought to me by, y'all know I used to work in entertainment. Most every entertainer that I was working with at the time was telling me they did the workbook. And after doing the workbook, the mindset they had really changed the way they saw everything, and their life changed. That workbook in a book called The Alchemist, right? Read The Alchemist. It's all about how you think. And a lot of people don't like Peach, right? Y'all don't like her, but y'all don't understand where she operating from, right? For those of you who believe in the Bible, and for those of you who don't, there are certain fundamental principles that we are governed by, whether you like it or not, right? Just like if you throw something up, the law of gravity says it's coming down, right? It's just certain things. Just because you don't like my purple comb or whatever the hell, this gravity gonna do what it's supposed to do. It's the same thing with energy. It's the same thing with what we focus on. This woman focused so much on the misery and the accident and what was done to her being so wrong and unjust and unfair. Whenever you hear a grown person say unfair, be mindful. They have a real bad way of thinking, and you want to get away from them because they can infect you, right? So if you out here thinking that everything is working against you, guess what? The universe is going to give you what you want, whether you want it or not. If you believe that you ain't going to never make it and shit is always hard, guess what? Shit is always going to be hard for you. And that woman said that so many times that I could have shed a tear for her. I said, she is putting a spell on her damn self. In the Bible, it tells you how a man thinketh, so is he. If you think that you broke and it ain't happening and you don't believe it's going to ever happen, when I heard her say that shit, I said, Lord, your daddy's a preacher and you sitting over there saying you don't believe it's ever going to happen for you? I rebuke that spirit off of you. Girl, it ain't going to happen because you don't believe it. What about the mustard seed? The faith of a mustard seed. And I'm saying this, y'all, because in this season, a lot of people are watching others and they are losing their mind and their way, thinking they deserve shit just because they see other people with it. That's not the way it goes. You don't deserve nothing. Don't nobody owe you shit, period. And as soon as people start realizing that don't nobody owe them shit, the better off they will be, right? Now, mind you, this woman is about to be 50 years old and is blessed. I don't see it as a bad thing. If you was in a situation and your family came together to help you, I don't see that as a bad thing. I really don't. I see it as a real blessing. And I will continue to see it as a real blessing, right? The fact that you're not on the street and you can stack up money, to me, is a blessing, right? This person cried for 3 days straight. Did a GoFundMe for people to send her money to go buy shit she needs. She didn't once say, can y'all get on the link and send me ideas for get a job? She did not say one time, hey y'all, if y'all are aware of a place that I could go get a job and work from home, send it to me. But y'all sit up and talk about Peach all damn day long about how she's scamming people. Now be clear. Y'all know Peach been around for a long time, and I ain't never heard her ask nobody for shit with any of them kids she got. We may not like the way she behaved, but y'all gotta give her her props for taking care of all 1999 of them damn kids she got. However she does it, she's offering something and people are buying it, right? But for you to get up here and then just flat out ask somebody to send you some money just because you made poor decisions, I'm with Jazz on that. Do I give you grace because I'm sure that was hard for you? Yes, of course I do, because that's hard for anybody. But I'm like Jazz, and y'all know Jazz and I share the same birthday, so I really resonate with what she said. How long we gonna go through this shit? It was 2019. Let's talk about the solution. And for a girl, her mother is her prototype. Yo, this girl sees you, and you over here showing her weakness when you have everything to be happy for. You have everything to be going out into the world, showing her how to be resilient, and you set your ass up there and cry and beg people to send you money. And God has already blessed you with a place to stay, and all you have to do is be mindful and not be, difficult to deal with. I don't agree with that shit, and y'all can miss me on that. Y'all, if y'all don't see that that's a problematic spirit, I don't know what to tell y'all. But I find on YouTube people like that type of shit. People will get on here and condone her bad behavior just so they can get called out, so she can call their name. And that's another sad situation. These people, girl. So she gets on here and tell the daughter she don't have no right to talk to her like that, which I agree. You should not be disrespectful to your parents, right? But her telling you need to get a job, in my opinion, is not disrespectful. Because the last time I heard, Jazz was paying or said she would help you take care of her brother. So from her perspective, if she's willing to help you and you willing to take it and act like, Jazz is going to help me, I'm so happy she going to help me, you got to be willing to hear what they got to say. That's one of the prerequisites that people have when they help you, unfortunately, right? So I'm listening, and I'm like, damn, friend out here real bad. Like, she out here looking real effed up. I'm sure man he ain't gonna like this. This man out here busting his ass up, doing tractor supply. You got people out here thinking he ain't doing shit. Not only that, you done already clowned him and, belittled him. Back to the point I made earlier. But then you want to get on here and make time to talk about Peach and her shit? Girl, stop it. I'm telling you, these people got like fucked up. And if half of them would quit focusing on what Peach is doing and get their ass in gear to go get their families in order, they would be okay. You know what I'm saying? How you sit up here and do Peach content all fucking day long and you got a kid? Your kid in the 1st grade. You can get on all kind of stuff and help your kid. Here's the solution right here. Your husband is a whole truck driver with a whole living area in there, right? This just me. This just how I think. If I was in that predicament, y'all, me, my husband, and my son would be on that truck stacking money, and I would homeschool my child on the damn on the damn truck. You ain't got shit else to do. You got a whole college degree, and you mean to tell me you can't teach 1st grade? And even if you can't even read or write, you can get on there and do the online schooling with the kid. They'll go through everything. All you got to do is reinforce the learning. But people got life so screwed up. They want to do life under their terms, and then they want to make you pay for their bad decision maker. That was a bad decision you made to sit up all day and worry about what another woman is doing in her household. Meanwhile, your child is having a hard time. And I don't rock with that shit. And I don't care who don't like it. I just don't. I think that's what's wrong with our community. We need to say what's right, and we need to stand on that. You know what I'm saying? You can get your ass on that let's see. Get your butt on the damn, y'all, I'm sorry, my hair is it's hot. Get on the truck with your husband and y'all go and figure life out. You ain't gotta ask somebody for shit. But I'm gonna tell you what, if she was to do that and people saw her on that damn truck with her husband, trying to make it work with her son, trying to be a good mother, reinforcing, being encouraging to, don't y'all know how many people would send her money? Y'all know why we would send her money? Because she's trying. She's trying. She's trying to do something. Of course we gonna help her out. But you showing up every day to talk shit about people and knowing your house is screwed up, don't nobody got no money to give you because you are a hypocrite. You are being disingenuine. You got other shit to worry about than to worry about how this woman is paying her bills. And I'm going to tell y'all something. Y'all know what I thought about? I said, I'm not going to be on here worrying about how this woman doing what the hell she doing, what she doing. Because guess what? If she making $65,000 in 3 fucking days, excuse my French, she doing more than what I'm doing. She got something figured out better than I do. I need to figure out how to focus on myself and get that for me. Instead of sitting over here wasting all damn day being a hater on her. I wish I would. I wish I would. I won't do that shit. I'm telling you, I'm not going to do that. I can't look myself in the eye because of the person that I am. I can't look myself in the eye in the morning and feel good about myself knowing I'm a whole 49-year-old living with my parents. And I got time to go pay to get a subscription to check somebody's credit and shit. I'm not going to do that. Y'all have to let her live in those actions. She did that for real, in real life. Can people change? Yes. And I give her grace for that. Because a lot of times you need to see yourself to understand that you could have did better and that wasn't a good look for you. I've been there. That happened to me on this channel. I don't like it. I didn't like it. I wanted to see myself differently. How I'm sitting up here worrying about what this woman doing, and I have gotten grossly overweight. If y'all go back and look at them videos from me, child, I was in there looking like a swole blowfish. Seriously. And I had time to sit up and worry about what somebody else was doing? Girl, bye. I'm not like that in real life. I'm a woman of integrity in real fucking life. And people that know me know that to be true. I couldn't get up here no matter how much money I was making this thing make. Was it making money? It was doing damn good. It was doing good. Until, some mess started happening, child. But the point I'm making is, this message is for her. Girl, life is all about how you look at it and what you believe you deserve. If you believe that life is hard and it's never going to get better for you and it was unfair and you didn't deserve that, then you're going to stay stuck in that place. If you are truly ready to walk out of that season where you were tested, where that's all that was a test for you, right? It was a difficult test. It was a painful test. But guess what? Your family wrapped themselves around you. Your husband didn't leave you. Your family stood in the gap for you. And then they tried to help you move on. But you don't want to move on. You want to stay stuck in 2019 so somebody can feel sorry for you. And that's the whole problem. That was the whole reason why you came for me the last time. You wanted people to feel sorry for you and demonize me over some stuff you didn't like. You told a whole lie. And to Grandma Mary, Big Mary, you and Pop gonna have to get on y'all knees and pray for that daughter of y'all's with that lying spirit. It happens to a lot of them. And it's just, she done got comfortable in telling half-truths, right? Just like when Jasmine said what she said. Jasmine not lying. She shouldn't have got on there and said shit about her daddy. And if you did say it, I have the video. AI found it. You did say that. Just like you said all the rest of the stuff that you said you never said. When people get in the habit of telling other people business for sensational reasons, they don't remember what they said because they trying to tell somebody else shit. Like, I should know that little Carter mother, I should know that situation. That's not your business to tell. I should know the situation with Danielle. I should know the situation that Danielle's getting assistance but she's spending money over here on Louis Vuitton, and you done told all her business. I should know she on food stamp. I should not know that. How do we know it? Because you told it. How do we know that Sylvia was not your daddy's daughter. I mean, was not your mother's daughter. That ain't our damn business. That is Big Mary's business, and that is Sylvia's business, and that is Daddy's business. But that's not your business to tell. You were not being a good family member. They trust you with that information and you tell it. But you don't tell your business. You don't come over here and tell us why you came in here and was crying that day you went to church and Maine came in there. You ain't tell us that. When you came in, I can't tell y'all all my business. I just can't. What the hell is you doing on here then? If you ain't going to tell us the business, why are you on here? You are on here for sympathy so you can get these older women that follow you all worked up to send you their SSI check because they lonely. Because they lonely. And you know that. I know you know it because you said it. That's not, you should not have no, you don't have no damn integrity or no pride when you know these women are on SSI and they telling you they waiting for their damn SSI. That's wrong. I don't care who, listen, if you sit up here and try to make people believe one thing, it's one thing. But you know what? You are going through a season of difficulty because you are being a difficult person. You're not being genuine to nobody, not even yourself. And you need to go get some help and leave your mama and your daddy alone and be thankful that God has blessed you to have them around like that. You should speak, even if the daddy is grumpy, shit. You know what I'm saying? He a whole older man in his house and he's dealing with cigarette butts and beer bottles in the damn bushes and shit. Excuse my French. But that's still his shit. That's his house. You should have respect for that. And your daddy's a preacher. It's okay to go, somewhere else and drink and smoke your cigarettes. Go pull your truck around the corner to your cousin's house. You done already told us, man, whole family live on the damn street. How hard would it be for somebody to go pull a truck up, have a beer, smoke a cigarette, and come on back and just tell yourself, you know what? This too shall pass. I'm doing this because I want a secure place for my wife and my son, and they helped us. And these cigarettes and this beer don't mean shit to me, but the safety that they're providing means everything for me right now. And until we do better, that's just an inconvenience I'll have to do. Until you leave. But you worried about Peach McIntyre. Peach McIntyre is not living with Tracy. Right? She went $60,000 in 3 days. I would have stopped. Y'all, I'm not going to lie. When Peach made that money in 3 days, I was like, that is it. Finito for me talking anything over there about shit. Do I think she's a problematic person? Hell yeah. Would she be my friend? Hell no. Why? She don't have no understanding. She is very confrontational, and the woman is broken mentally and emotionally. No, we can't make it. Because I know where you coming from. You coming from a place of brokenness. I'm not coming from a place of brokenness. We ain't going to agree on some shit. And your understanding is bad. So we may end up hurting each other. That ain't going to be good. But Kimmy, that's what your daughter was telling you. You were raised in an environment that would allow you to understand the duality of both worlds. You love a man that's still, a little rough around the edges. That's okay. A lot of people like them a little rough around the edges. That's not the problem. The problem is being respectful and living it with your mama and daddy. To get on here and make people think they didn't like them, and then that old sorry ass AI letter you wrote in that GoFundMe is the reason why nobody wanted to get no money. Is because I felt bad for the mom and daddy. I really did, because they don't have a platform to come up here and say how they feel about what you said. And if they did, you would swear they was wrong. But anyway, child, so that's that on that, honey. My whole thing is, as it relates to content creators getting on here in fucked up situations, be mindful of your own shit. Don't roll and have a good time because somebody else is fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't show up every fucking day to be miserable to somebody else. Like, I mean, I don't know. I just expect a lot, y'all. I want a lot out of my life, and I expect a lot. And I know the universe is not going to be partial to me if I'm out here doing the worst. You know what I'm saying? How do you expect to get some shit and you out here being mean and shit? Ugh. Anyway, y'all. But y'all, wait till y'all see this video, cause see, she don't understand. That's part of what needs to happen. She needs to see herself for what she really does, not what she thinks she's over there doing, but how bad she treats that little boy. What's his name? Y'all, that little Carter. Carter is the most. When I tell you he is such a beautiful little kid. Kaden is too. But Carter, that little boy is so smart to be 3 years old. When I tell you he's smart as a whip, and every time I see him treated the way he's treated, that bothers me deeply. I do not like that shit. I do not like it. If every time a child walks up to you and you frown up and be like, they don't know that you joking or you playing. They don't think you don't like them. That's not being a good steward. You know what I mean? Telling us about him having abandonment issues because of his mama and the rest of that. Oh, God, that is not our business, and that's horrible to put that type of shit out there. That's not cool, and I don't even know how Danielle put up with that. I know my sister would have caught a black eye by now if she was over there telling all my shit. Every 5 minutes talking about my kids and who this and who that. But I did notice that Sylvia disappeared, so I guess Sylvia done got tired of it, which that was totally disrespectful. But these people on YouTube, baby, they hypocrites. They fucking hypocrites. And that's why I don't like getting on here doing commentary, because it bothers me to my core that motherfuckers will sit their ass up here and know damn well they shit is fucked up too. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand it. You a whole Christian, but you over there, what is that, Temu? Over there telling the people how you getting free shit with Temu. Now, I'm going to just tell you like this. They going to keep refunding you your money and letting you get shit supposedly free. It's a bunch of cheap shit anyway. But I don't need no extra help points for no raggedy ass shit that I can afford to pay. And I definitely don't want people on the internet looking at me thinking I'm over here rope-a-doping Temu for some cheap shit. Excuse me? Talking about, yeah, you know, if it's anything wrong with it, they'll take it back. But you using it. You found a way to use it and keep it. Girl, that's character issues. That's a character flaw. And to her whole saying how you do one thing, you do everything. That's the whole point people having with you, woman, is that you have the potential to do so well, but people don't resonate with you because it's something in them that's like, something is just not right. You know what I'm saying? And when they hear that, they fall back because they like, that wasn't nice, or you know what I mean? That's not lining up or with this image you're telling me about. So my suggestion to you, I always say people should offer suggestions, and that's what I like to do. My suggestion to you is quit begging these people on the internet for any damn thing. Get your ass on that 18-wheeler that you were blessed to be a part of with your husband and your son. And if you can't afford to keep your son in this school where he the only little black boy that you done told everybody about, which to me is the most I need to get out of a Mississippi ASAP statement I've ever heard. He the only black little boy. I am so sick and tired of I'm the only black, and you know them white people. Girl, get your ass on that truck with your husband. Go see the world. Expose your son to the richness of how vast this place we are in. Let him see the world and school him on the first grade. Homeschool him on the truck. And guess what? That's called character building. That little boy will remember that time where he was on the road with y'all for a year while y'all had to do what y'all had to do as a family. You know what he's going to learn? He's going to learn that family needs to stick together. He's going to learn that you need to pull through when things get difficult. And you have to do what you have to do to survive. People got it twisted. They think, oh, I'm supposed to have this. And I'm supposed to have chicken cups and chicken shirts and chicken this. Chicken. Girl, you was 40 and damn near 50 living with your parents. You supposed to be listening to whatever the hell they tell you then. If you don't want to listen to their rules, get the hell out of there. What are you teaching this little kid? It ain't for me. It is not for me, because I see a lot of them, young women on here all damn day long and want to talk about peace, but do y'all see them with their kid? Do y'all see them feeding their kid? Do y'all see them doing anything with their kid? Anything. They got time to talk about she didn't do this and she didn't do that. Disclaimer once again, I am not a peach fanatic or fan, but I am a person who know how to look in the mirror. I am a person who know how to look in the fucking mirror. Excuse my French. I do not have time. I do not. If my shit is raggedy, if I'm living as a damn grown up with my parents, and I'm over here worried about what the next woman doing and she can go make $37,000, shit. Honey, y'all better leave that shit alone and go learn something. Go learn something, because that's exactly what I've been doing. Learning. Because you know what Peaches taught me? Is that it's an audience for everybody. It's an audience for everybody, y'all. And I told y'all with the test that I did earlier this year, I found that out to be very, very true. It's an audience for everybody. Just go build your tribe. And be genuinely yourself. Don't go get chickens because somebody else got chickens. Don't go do the garden because somebody else. Go find out what you like. I remember watching this video and it really hurt me to my core. And this is why I'm talking to her like a big sister. Truthfully, I really am. When Jazz said to her one day, she said, what do you like? What do you want to do? And this woman said she didn't know. I felt for her. Like literally, I have an older sister and I have a younger sister. So I have somebody to talk to. You know what I'm saying? And I have a good girlfriend. But it was like, damn, she don't know what she like. She don't know what she want to do. And what's really happening is you're having a whole crisis because you're stuck in a situation. And that happens to us a lot, y'all. Especially when we get married. We have the tendency to lose ourselves and everybody around us. And the first thing we do is hyper focus on the kids, hyper focus on what somebody else wants. You know, we kind of forget the things we like to do. I noticed if Jazz do her hair this way, then she do her hair that way. Jazz is a 25-year-old woman. You a 48, 49, whatever, child. Nearing a 50-year-old woman. Get out there and find yourself. That is such a good story. You know how many other women could resonate with you trying to figure your shit out while we watch Peach figure her shit out? Do she fuck up? Yes, but she's actively trying to figure life out for herself. You should be doing the same thing for yourself. Anyway, I want to do that for myself, y'all. So guess what? Your girl is going to be a pilot. I done went signed up and everything. I'm taking lessons to learn how to fly. I want to learn how to fucking fly. Excuse my French, y'all. Don't hold it against me. I will let some colorful words go. But I'm like, I don't have time for that. I'm trying to learn this. I'm learning that. I want to be better. I want to show up and be proud of myself. Girl. Now, am I saying that, you know, is something wrong? It is nothing wrong with having discord about a situation or what's going on. But to sit your ass up there every day and act like you're not in a worse situation and you ain't trying to figure that shit out and you want to cry about that shit, girl, we don't want to hear that shit. We want to hear about the solution. We want to hear about your redemption story. We want to hear about how you conquered this beast. We want to hear about how you overcame this thing. It's been too long. And although you may not like the way Jazz said it, she said what needed to be said, and I respect her for that. I think you stuck. And anybody not telling you that, don't give a s about how you really get down. If y'all over there coddling her, making her feel like it's okay, and oh, it's all right, which I know y'all don't damn believe because y'all ain't sent her shit on that GoFundMe. I think she only got like a couple people sent her some money, and she realized that. Don't nobody care. Peachin told y'all that. Don't nobody care. They care for a minute, and then that's it. They on to the next. They on to the next. On to the next, girl. Don't you ever get on here and do that. Or if you're going to do it, commit to it. If you're going to get on here and talk about your husband the way Peach does, commit to it. Commit to it. Make some bread over it. The worst thing you can do is put some bullshit up, let everybody screen share it, let everybody capture it, and then you don't make no more money on it. And you've already humiliated yourself. There's something wrong with that picture. Like, what's going on here? Anyway, y'all know I'm over here trying to flat out my hair. I don't usually be on here this long, but it was just bothering me, especially, and then I'm watching Peach lose her channel, and I'm like, oh, Jesus, honey. She over here, the people is having a parade because she done lost her channel, and like I done told y'all before, I'm not going to be happy over nobody losing no way of how they make a living, period. That's just not my pedigree. I truly, in my real life, do not get any pleasure in seeing somebody go down like that. I just don't. I don't. Let me tell y'all a little story, and I don't tell much about myself like this, but I'm going to tell y'all this. And some of y'all know this already, because do y'all know I was in my backyard, and I had an altercation in the backyard, right? Where it made me think about how short life could be, right? Now just imagine you in your backyard, you back there by yourself and something happened where you fall out, you know what I'm saying? You don't know what the hell's going on. It's hot as hell, and you by yourself. That could have been the end, right there, just like that. That could have been just finito for me. And I'm up here worrying about what channel. I mean, girl, we got life effed up. We got life all the way effed up. I thank God, y'all, my husband retired. He was like, you know what? Life is too short. We not waiting no longer. I'm retiring. I'm about to be there with you. We're about to do the stuff we like to do. And we set off and we hit the road and we went fishing for weeks. We fished from Key West all the way to Louisiana. And decided to change our mind after we saw the weather was changing. Life is too damn short to be sitting up here worrying about a goddamn, excuse my French, y'all, but I'm serious about this because it really bothered me when I saw that video, and I'm thinking to myself, girl, if you want to sit up here and talk about what's fair, it's not fair that a baby is born to a crack mama and is in an orphanage. That's not fair either. What in the world made you think that life is supposed to be fair? Who told y'all life was fair? Life is not fair. And in this world, you either get your ass out here and make it happen, or you sit by the wayside and you disintegrate. And that's what I'm seeing happening. You've been on Ozempic or whatever the hell that shit is for a whole year. And I watched Loretta get on Ozempic or whatever that stuff is called, Mounjaro or whoever it is. She got on that stuff, honey, in October By the time February rolled around, that woman looked like she was losing weight so fast, I couldn't believe it. I said, oh my God, look at Loretta cutting up. But then you get on here and say you got to lose weight every day, and instead of focusing on that, you wake up in the morning with a big sugar rush. Now, y'all already know how these medications work, right? They insulin blockers. But you wake up in the morning drinking sugar. You wake up in the morning, and y'all know I love my sugar too, shit, so I understand that part. But I have to balance that. I got to take my big ass to the gym. I'm too old. I can't be drinking no damn sugar in the morning and think I'm going to keep weight off of me. And you know what I'm saying? Ugh. So now Maine is paying, or you paying, somebody paying for you to get these shots. And you're being, what do they call it? You're self-sabotaging yourself, getting these shots, knowing you need to get your hips done. And you are waking up every morning drinking a big liter, a whole liter of sugar, whipped cream, caramel, and the rest of that shit. And you want people to feel sorry for you. Girl, cut it out. Cut it the fuck out. Cut it the fuck out. And get real with yourself. Get real with yourself and get real with that content, and you're going to win, because you got a good-ass story. But you ain't ready to step in your own shoes and tell your own story and let people go through this journey watching you rebuild your life. That's the story. Not you pulling up people credit. Not you getting over here talking about your daddy. Not you talking about Sylvia's shit. Not you talking about Jazz shit. But you sitting up talking about your own shit. That's the story. And guess what? Your tribe will show up for you, and they'll support you because they'll see you making a change. But you ain't trying to make no change. You just want to sell somebody on some bullshit. And ain't nobody buying that in this day and age. Period. Ain't nobody buying it. Now, do I feel bad for you doing that? Yes. And I really do, y'all. My dad was an engineer for the post office. He worked as a engineer for the U.S. Post Office for over 40 years. So I understand how the Postal Service works. And my mom ended up getting a job there at the Postal Service. So, you know, you don't have to deliver mail. It's all kind of shit you can do at the Postal Service. You know what I'm saying? But what you shouldn't do is sit your ass up there and just feel like the world is over. You are a vibrant woman. You know, husband gone. Y'all check this out. Your husband is gone half the week. Not half the week, the whole week. Your husband gone the whole week. And you've been blessed to have your mom and daddy with you. Your daughter is over there doing her big one, right? And all you need to do is figure out your life. Go get some help. Go get a counselor. Get a counselor. And work that shit out with your counselor. Figure out what makes you laugh. What makes you happy. What makes you smile. What do you want for your life? You know, when she showed a picture of herself, God, when she showed that picture, she looked just like my family member that I was telling y'all about. And I can understand it. She's lost her way. She's probably trying to figure out how did she get here. But girl, you need some good girlfriends to call you and get your shit in gear. Girl, honey, we done cried enough. It's time for us to come up with a plan. Let's work the plan. That's what needs to happen. All that crying and shit every damn day about no damn dogs. To me, if something bothered me that damn bad, once I talk about it, that's it. I ain't talking about it every other day. I'm not going to traumatize myself every day for y'all just to go ooh and ah. What I look like traumatizing myself every day talking about some shit that clearly people don't even care about. How do I know people don't care about? Because the girl had a whole GoFundMe over there, and it was 2 days later and they had given her a damn red cent. And I watch people get their ass on this internet and give people money just because they cussing somebody else out. And you mean to tell me these people that hurt you over there talking about you that got mauled by a dog and living with your parents and they ain't give you shit? Honey, that's some bullshit. I wouldn't do it. You a smart person, make it happen. Shit, go take a peach mind. What is that called? What is it called? Wake up with Peach class. It sounds like she need to take a wake up with Peach class. Now, although Peach is problematic and the rest of that shit, all she doing is teaching y'all the shit from E.T. The principles are sound. You know what I'm saying? That's just like a person with dieting. You know what I'm saying? Or somebody saying, "Oh, you fat. You can't teach me. You can't teach me how to lose weight." Yes, I can. I'm fat, but I can teach you how to lose weight. You know what I mean? We all know how to lose damn weight, but do we do it? That's the thing, right? And if y'all don't want to believe nothing else or give that girl any type of credit, what we do know is that damn Peach McIntyre over there, she'll find a way to survive. She ain't on here begging and asking y'all for shit. She's selling them damn classes. But still, y'all, that's her intellectual property, whether we like it or not. She's still selling something. She ain't begging. She ain't asking nobody to send her no money for her damn kids or help her move, or I don't even have nothing to move. Like, that is so fucked up. Like, how the fuck you, excuse my French, y'all. How do you get on here and not have nothing, but still, I don't know about that. But anyway, back to my point, y'all. Y'all go get y'all the Think and Grow Rich workbook, because there's a lot of people out here giving toxic energy. Get you the Think and Grow Rich workbook. They have them on Amazon. Go through that book. Figure out what you want for your life. Declare something over yourself and for you that you want to do to make you feel better about yourself. You know what I mean? If you ain't got no money right now, it's okay. Y'all, I have been in a situation, and I know this stuff works because I'm gonna tell y'all this story about myself. When I told y'all about that recession that happened. Everybody know when everything collapsed. I just went and I was having a very difficult time. And I was meeting with people who was talking about all this stuff that was happening for them good. And I mean, y'all, they making bank. You know what I'm saying? They rolling up, doing it way big. And somebody told me about this workbook. And I was like, you know, and then they sent it to me as a gift. And so because it was sent to me as a gift, I started working it. I started using it. And when I used it, y'all, the principles in the book is so simple, but it's one of those things that you have to have that aha moment that go off in your head to make you see things differently. And that's what happened to me. From then on, nothing. I was up and I went through some shit, y'all. I had to sell everything. I had my Benz. I was doing it, honey. Your girl lived in a real, honey, I sold everything. And I had to go stay with my friend. My girlfriend let me stay with her. And when I tell you about friends, let me stay with her for 2 years. 2 years. While I try to get my shit together. That was hard for me, y'all. You're talking about a person that was a high achiever. I had been on an Oprah Winfrey show. I had been in magazines. I had been on your red carpets. I had done all of that shit. And here I am now, effed up. Had to go tight upon my Benz. Tight upon my Benz, y'all. And I went bought myself what was it? It was a Honda Civic. I went from a Benz to a Honda Civic. Living in my friend's house. I was so broke. My friend is such a doll, and she will be my rider forever. And one day I'm going to do a series where y'all get to see some of these folks, because y'all know some of them. This person know that every year we had a tradition of going to Victoria's Secret to get, y'all know the panty sale, the annual panty sale. Well, we used to do that every year, child. Every year we go there and we tear down. My friend, I'm living with her, went to the annual event. Now, she knows she couldn't invite me to go because I would have said no, right? I'm not going. I don't have no money because I'm not like some people. I don't feel like people owe me shit. I don't feel like I'm not entitled to nothing, right? Y'all, when my friend came back, she had a bag for her and a bag for me. And she said, don't say nothing. She said, that's our tradition. You didn't want to go. So there you go. This woman that went buy me some draws. You know what I'm saying? As a good friend. Do you hear what I'm telling you? She saw me when I was at my highest. She walked in the rooms where we was doing it to that level. And now I'm down here. Y'all, I could have got stuck in that place. Not gonna lie. I could have got stuck. When I tell y'all, I intern, Ludacris was my intern. Okay? Escape, Outcast, all these people. I work with all of them. Every last one of them. Shit was up here. When that economy went down, I ain't have shit. Honey, I'm telling y'all, having a good friend around, and you know what she told me? She said, listen, I understand everything that's happening. She was like, but I know who you are. And I know what you could do. She was like, don't nobody care about that shit. She was like, the people that F with you. And they know who you are. She was like, go back out there and do your thing. And this is what I'm telling y'all about building relationships with people. I had a friend. So she worked with me. This is real funny, y'all. For those of you, y'all probably heard this story, or maybe not, I don't know. If y'all familiar with Atlanta, y'all know Old National, how it used to be back in the day. Anyway, I was working part-time running this, doing the promotions and managing this one spot that used to be on Old National called Shooters. This was way back in the day. And at the time, because of my relationships, I was able to bring a lot of celebrities over there. So I was doing Andre Rison's birthday party. And that was during the time he was with Lisa Left Eye. And so I told this one guy, I was like, look, if you allow me to do this club, I'll set it off. And, you know, we'll have an industry night over here. And those of you who know Ian Burke, if y'all know Ian, then he done found everybody from TLC, the rest of this. We did his birthday there first. So I told this guy, I said, if you let me do a party here, then we can negotiate me, you know, running everything. So this time, y'all, my friend, the one who let me live with her, she had a friend that she brought over there with her. Like the wait staff was, I ain't gonna even hold you. I went got some, you know, the guys came, let me put it like this. The guys came for the girls. And when the guys came for the girls, the guys with the money came, if y'all know what I mean. So it brought on an ecosystem, right? Which is conducive for club environments, right? So we making money over fist. So much money, child, we can't even close. We can't even count it at night. We gotta shut the, what do you call it? Suitcase. I'm not even counting. I'm just dumping the money in the suitcase, right? I count it on the weekend. So this one girl came in here and she was like, my neighbor told me that y'all was looking for somebody and I need a job, right? And there was another girl who I had said I was gonna give her the job to, but she really didn't need it. She worked with me at the, where we worked together, right? We was just getting bread. So this girl really needed money. This girl had a son, right? So I was like, yeah, whatever, you know, come on in. You know, she was seemed like a cool person. I gave her the job. Now, I'm going to tell you how full circle this shit is. Life is funny like that. That's why I don't burn bridges and you never know who. So I gave her the job, y'all. And the other friend got mad and was like, fire her, because I want the job, right? I'm like, I'm not doing that. This girl came, she needed a job, and you wishy-washy, so I let her keep the job. After that, I didn't see this girl no more because I want to say maybe about a month later, somebody got shot. They shut all that shit down. The money was over. That's just how it goes in that type of industry. I never saw this girl again. So fast forward, maybe 15, 11, some years later, my friend calls me on the phone, the one that I had stayed with. She was like, you ain't gonna believe this. You ain't gonna believe who I'm with. I'm like, who you with? She was like, so-and-so. And I'm like, who is that? She was like, you forgot so-and-so. And I was like, oh, because it had been so long ago. When I tell y'all, this person had went on from that little job as a waitress, came out to be one of the biggest executives in the business. Okay? I'm talking about her, Gail, Oprah, all of them shows y'all love, all the rest of that shows, she was doing that. She was doing it. Now, mind you, when I met her, she wasn't doing none of that shit. She didn't have none of that going on. It wasn't even that type of vibe. As a matter of fact, we had it going on, doing a lot of shit. But in my time of need, look at how the universe works. This same person. That's why I say y'all got to read The Alchemist. Because things are, your behavior predicates a lot of the things that's going on in your life if you just slow down and think about what's going on and how you got there. It has everything to do with the decisions that you was making. Y'all, this woman not only was doing it way big, it's so funny because one of the people that I had produced the show for was working with her, was telling me about this person, this person, this person. I had no idea this was the same woman I had gave a job to help her with her kids some years before. Now she's in a position to help me. You see how they go? That's crazy. Like for real. And now this person is so at this level that she's craving for those relationships that she had when people knew her for when she was here. And not the person that everybody think, I'm not going to say think, because she is that girl. But she wants that connection of people knowing who she is, who really know her. You know what I'm saying? And the point I'm making in telling this story is, had I got stuck and not had a village around me of my girlfriends to be like, girl, look, that happened. Let's keep it moving. What we gonna do? Let's get it popping. Let me call this person. Go, did you take you need to start making, taking lunches with people. That's crazy. Changed my life. Now I'm back on it again. And I'm talking about, y'all, I was feeling away. You don't go from being on Oprah, just sitting doing this, can go do that, can go do this, to now your ass is sitting over here in somebody else's room. You know what I'm saying? And she was nothing but graceful. Didn't ask me for a dime. Wouldn't let me give her a dime. Do you hear me? Would not let me give her a dime. That's what good family members do, or good friends. They don't have to be, your family. It could just be a good tribe of women around you that, you know what I mean, that are good people. And that's why when I hear women say, I'm not friends with bitches, I don't have no girlfriend, I don't subscribe to that. You have to know how to be a good girlfriend, right? A good girlfriend that's not going to betray you. A good girlfriend that's going to let you tell them something and know that without a doubt, it's not going to go nowhere. You're not going to get mad and put their shit out on Front Street. You're not going to betray them because now you jealous. No, I'm talking about a really good Judy who knows I got your back. And I'm going to tell y'all, as I get older in life, I realize that life is a summation of all the things that you've done, all the memories that you've had, and the people that you've experienced that with. If you are a problematic person that's hard to get along with, and you feel this way, so somebody just said that's hard to find. Let me tell y'all gotta go get this book called Think and Grow Rich. Because if you believe in your core that there are no good people and that women are not to be trusted, you're going to attract those type of people to you. You're going to attract women that are going to betray you. You're going to attract people that are going to be ruthless and no good. But if you believe and you live by it yourself, I'm not saying you think you deserve it and you know you ain't shit. You talk about people behind their back. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about you are really a good friend to your sisterhood. And if one of your friends get the clowning, y'all call their asses out and y'all mean that shit. I'm talking about that type of clustering. You only have that when you stand on the principle. When people know that's your pedigree. Not, one day you feel this way, another day you feel something. No, I'm not talking about that. I'm not talking about that at all. And I'm going to tell y'all something. I'm so hardcore with it, and a lot of people may not subscribe to this. But my husband know my friends, and they off limits. And what I mean by that is I don't tell him shit about what's going on in their life or what they got going on to him. You know why? Because they'll be judgmental. Right? And to be a friend to somebody, they are entrusting something with you, right? Being vulnerable for you to give them good guidance, for you to tell them, they trust your judgment. They're not telling you this for you to go run tell some, hey girl, so-and-so, so-and-so. No, they're telling you this because they seek your counsel, because they trust you, right? But the problem is you have so many superficial people who have friends based on what they can get out of a person that's not genuine. Like I told y'all, I got friends from the highest high to seedy, and I like them all because of who they are. They are okay with who they are, and they genuine MFers. They not no backbiting women. They not no, you know what I'm saying? In a real life, they not like that, and I resonate with that, right? That's how you find a good friend. You have to, first of all, know that they're out there. How many people on this live with me believe that they're a good person? Put a 1 in the chat if you believe that you are a good person, right? Because that's another thing too. A lot of people, in order to expect that type of thing, you have to do the work that where you feel like you deserve that. But in order to deserve something, you have to be willing to give something. And a lot of people aren't willing to do that. They want people to be honest with them. They want people to give them opportunity. They want people to share. They want all of this shit, but they ain't willing to be that kind of friend. I'm telling y'all, get that book, Think and Grow Rich. It talks about a lot of that stuff. And when you start doing it and being real with yourself and being mindful of the things that you're saying to yourself or putting out there about yourself, your life will change dramatically. I'm telling you. I'm even thinking about, I'm trying to figure out what I want to even do on this channel because I don't resonate with some of the stuff. In real life, I really just don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would like to be able to have a channel which I started out on where I could show people some of the things that I've learned that help me. And you know what I'm saying? But would people watch that? I don't know. I just have to figure that out. I know when I go to get my license as a pilot, when I start taking my flight lessons and doing that shit, I just want to show y'all that Black people, we're not a monolith. We do shit. We want to be pilots. We like fishing. We like camping. We don't just sit around and just talk shit all day. You know what I'm saying? We're regular people. We all not ratchet and for the ratchets, whatever. But you know what I'm saying? Like, it's balance. Anyway, y'all. I think I've been on here talking too much. Y'all done straightened it out good enough. Y'all know I'm working out now. I'm so proud of myself. Y'all, do y'all realize I have lost almost 60 pounds? I have lost almost 60 pounds. 60 pounds. I am so proud of myself because I didn't recognize myself, y'all. I did not recognize myself in the mirror, and to be able to now see myself, recognize myself, that makes me feel so good. And now my husband and I, we get up in the morning, we go work out, you know what I'm saying, and just trying to make it like everybody else, y'all. That's it. Try to keep things balanced, understand what's really important. Y'all get out here and make some memories. And for the people that want to sit up and do the peach stuff and be negative and not allow people to have an opinion that could change, right? Let me tell y'all something. If tomorrow was the last day on earth, would you be sitting up there worrying about if Peach lost her channel? Would y'all be sitting up there worrying about that shit? If tomorrow, if somebody told you your last day on earth is tomorrow, would you be happy with all the time you spent being negative on somebody else's shit and you ain't even made no money? Now, I'm not talking about the people that get on here and do it for a living, because, I mean, that's how you make your bread. But keep it 100 while you make your bread, right? I'm talking about the people that get their ass on here every day to get in comments and cause mess and confusion and excitement over somebody else is doing, devious shit. You shouldn't expect shit. I'm telling you that now. You shouldn't expect nothing, and I can almost bet there ain't shit going on in your life. I can bet you that. You know how I know that? Because in order to be on this bitch from the sun up to the sun down, you cannot have anything else going on. And I bet a lot on that, because it takes time to take care of a family. It takes time to mentor children. It takes time to run a business. It takes time to clean a house. It takes time to wash clothes. It takes time to do that shit. All of that takes time, y'all. It takes time. And she can't have my time like that. I'd rather have it fishing or traveling to see the world. Anything other than that. Anything other than work on myself. You know what I mean? It's a lot of shit I could be doing around the house. Fixing around the house. How can I make myself feel better every day? Wake up and feel good about me when I look at myself in the mirror. I want to wake up and look in the mirror and feel good about myself. You know what I'm saying? I want to go out and feel good about the person I'm representing. How the hell you feel good about yourself and you wake up for the bullshit and the hate all damn day long and you don't get shit done? Nothing to help you and your family move in the right direction. We have to do better. We do. We have to do better as a people. That's why we so far behind, because we get stuck on stupid shit. We get stuck on stupid shit. Y'all, AI is a mother effer. If I told y'all all the stuff that I could do with AI and find out about these people, y'all would shit on yourselves. For all of the people that's getting on here, putting all that shit in AI, if I told you I could find out all of the shit that y'all have volunteered to AI, it would blow your mind. Not to mention all the stuff that AI can do. You think I got time to be worrying about what Peach and her damn account? No, I don't. I really don't. Do I wish she wouldn't have did what she did? Hell yeah, but Peach is problematic. But I'm going to tell y'all something. In order to do dirt, you got to get dirty. And you can't win being dirty. That's just the truth of the matter of it is. You know what I'm saying? You just not going to win being dirty. Period, point, and blank. Y'all, I need to cut my hair, don't I? Look at my ends. I need to cut this stuff. I need to cut this all the way to here. I need to cut all that off. See, I got stuff like that I need to do. Anyway, y'all, I pray for us as a people. You know what I'm saying? I really do, because we are very smart. We are, as a people, we are extremely smart, but our Achilles heel is our emotional attachment to bullshit and getting stuck on stupid. If we can find a way to move out of that and give that same focus and dedication to learning some shit, I suggest AI. And I don't mean get on here and learn how to prompt it to do stupid shit. I mean creating agents, creating actors, understanding how to make them play. Like, it is shit to learn on here. Y'all do know they already predicting that there are going to be so many billionaires with AI in the next 5 years. And they're saying these same people are sitting in their fucking basements and in their parents' houses as we speak. And there's no difference between you and them other than what you focus on. And if you focusing on bullshit, don't be mad in 5 years when you still sitting over here stuck on bullshit. Period. We should be trying to do better. Y'all, do your girl a favor, hit the like button, tap in. Y'all know I've been gone, and I do appreciate y'all being here with me while I go through this woolly head of mine, because I know y'all could have been anywhere on these YouTube streets, but y'all right here, and I do appreciate y'all for that. I really, truly do. But y'all, I'm just trying to, I want to let y'all know, if you're having a difficult time mentally, disconnect. Leave this shit alone. Go down to the library. If you can't afford to get the Think and Grow Rich notebook, go down to your public library. Go check that out and get you a notebook. Go to the dollar store, get you a little pad and just photocopy it or write it out, or, do the exercises in your pad. Right? Because I'm making an assumption that everybody has access to go buy something. Let me clear that up, because I understand that we all are here under different situations. But you can go to the library, you can check it out, get that book, get Think and Grow Rich, the workbook, do the workbook exercises, get the book, read the book. It will change your life. Get The Alchemist. I think you can probably even hear The Alchemist on YouTube, if I'm not mistaken. I'm not sure. But y'all, focus on something that's going to feed you and change your life. And then get your ass over there and learn some stuff with this AI and change your life. You know what I'm saying? Don't worry about what Peach doing, what she don't do, ain't done. Go over there and secure your damn bag. Go over there and secure your bag. When I get a chance, I got to try to set up something so I can show y'all how this AI stuff is transformational. It is changing lives, y'all. I created a whole app. A whole fucking app. I'm not no programmer. I had a situation that I had been toying with for the longest. And I was like, you know what? I want to do this for our community, because we have so many issues with, afterlife and life planning. And I had the book, and we was going through the books, and honey, the revisions was going back and forward, and that's costing me money, because the revisions is costing me money. And now they talking about I gotta pay them for exclusives. And I was like, let me figure this out. But I never let it go. And the universe is responding to me now. I got a whole app built through AI. Y'all can do the same shit. Same stuff. So now we vetting it out, going through due diligence, trying to figure out how to get this thing in compliance. So I can put it on the App Store. I can put it on the Google Play. Y'all can do that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, let's change the way we think about this stuff. You know what I'm saying? And let's not feel like we stuck. We only can talk about low level vibrational bullshit. No, we can't. We could do more. We could do so much more with AI. It's crazy. So anyway, y'all, that's all I have to say about that. If y'all got some stuff y'all want to ask me, y'all put it in the chat and ask me. Or y'all have something to say, put it in the chat and I'll get to it. Your girl, y'all know my mind be going, so I talk about 1,000,001 things. But to my friend, to my other fellow content creator, my closing message is to you: go get Think and Grow Rich. Go to the library if you have to. Get The Alchemist and get you some help if you need some help to get past the situation and get past it, because you are hung up. You are hung up and stuck. And if anybody else is hung up or stuck, do the same thing for yourself, because it's easy to happen. You can get stuck in a rut. If you don't have no good people around you that really care about you or trying to help you, move into the right direction, girl, y'all have you stuck on stupid. Stuck on stupid, for sure, for sure. Oh, hold on. Somebody said AI and cybersecurity is a money-making jobs right now. You have to go back to school. You do. Or you can go online. I didn't go to school to learn AI. I am what do you call it? A marketer, but I didn't go to school for AI. But I've been to school to AI. Do you understand what I'm saying? When you're talking about emerging markets and emerging technology, there are not a lot of subject matter experts. So if you get in on the cusp of something and you start learning it, you then can transition into a subject matter expert. The reason why I'm learning how to program, I'm learning how to make these different things, is just so that I could use these things. Do you understand what I'm saying? See, somebody just said, I just retired from the U.S. government and I'm looking for anything to learn, like coding and etc. That's a good thing. There are groups on YouTube, right? The same way we get in these groups that do things that don't uplift you and benefit you, there are groups on there that you can get in. I'm in 3 of them now. And they've taught me a lot of shit, y'all. You don't even have to know how to code anymore. As a matter of fact, one of the data engineers in there told me that he wouldn't suggest nobody learn how to code because these AIs code. He's teaching you how to build agents. He's teaching you how to understand what needs to happen to be able to ask this AI to do this. And this AI, girl, y'all, you can be a millionaire, a billionaire. They're already saying it. When this one guy, I'll put it in my description, not my description. Yeah, I put it in my description and on my community post. He's on here talking. This guy was a dropout at 16. He was in jail at 16, and his family was nothing but a bunch of degenerates. They all had their issues. Nobody had been to college, right? This guy was in a penal system, and somebody said to him, why are you here? You're different than these people. Why are you here? And he ended up trusting this guy, getting in another program where he went to go clean up as a way of, I guess, generating money while he was in jail. While he's there, they're cleaning out this office. There's an old 486 computer and a book teaching him how to code. This guy thought he was illiterate. He said he didn't even think he could learn. That's how difficult it was, challenging for him just to do the basic education. I'm trying to let you know where he was. This boy picked up this book, asked him could he have that 486. They let him have it. And I don't know if y'all know this. This was in 1996. 486 was obsolete in 1996. People had, processors and computers were a little more advanced. But this was an older computer. This guy got on here, self-taught, and in a couple years, he was a millionaire. A couple years. He not only sold that business, he sold another one. Sold 4 businesses. But he was a millionaire before he was in his 30s. And you know what this guy said in this interview? He said, AI is more transformative than when I got into programming in 1996. Now, this man is a multi-millionaire now. And he says he believes the opportunity for regular folks like you and I to get in, understand what's going on, and start solving problems to make money, he said we will have a bunch. He didn't say, he said it's going to be the most billionaires in the next 5 years than we've ever seen. You think I got time to sit on live with your ass and shoot the shit about what somebody else is fucking doing? Nope. Sure don't. Sure don't. Because I want to take my whole family to Mykonos, Greece. My son just got back from Mykonos, and the pictures that he had, baby, I want my whole family to experience that. I want my whole family to experience that. Peach ain't gonna help me do that. Peach ain't gonna help me do that. You know what's gonna help me doing that? Getting into an environment that fosters that type of understanding. If you doing the same shit every day, expect the same outcomes. To my friend over there with the chickens, my other chicken friend. If you want shit to change for you, quit getting your ass on here crying and reliving that shit and go off into the world and be dangerous. Learning something fearlessly. Easy. It's not even hard. It's a mind shift because it's unlike anything you've done before. But if you got time to show up every day and talk shit about I'm gonna keep it 100 with you. Y'all already know the Tracy background. Y'all know that she was abused by her daddy, and her mama was abused, SA'd by the same daddy that had a baby with her. Then he SA'd her, and now she's selling drugs and raising a child, doing drugs, and the rest of that. And this is no shade to Tracy, because I believe she want to do better. This is her story that they told. Why do y'all expect so much from Peach? What do y'all expect? In my opinion, ain't nobody asked me for this shit. I'm just gonna tell y'all. In my opinion, after looking at the totality of learning all of the backstories and what happened, a lot of y'all don't know the real backstories because y'all just hear a lot of people. But y'all wasn't here for the backstories when they had other channels and they told it. I still have that footage. If y'all knew that shit, you would not expect a lot from her. When that girl got on here and was upset about the Jack and Jills, that let y'all know that she was not aware of a certain class of black people. How would she be aware of the Jack and Jills, the links, and all of the shit of black people that have been doing well? She's not it. She said it. Do I make her excuses? Hell no. But I do understand her family wasn't from the talented 10th. And if you know about the talented 10th of your society, I'm talking about African American, y'all know Tracy them wasn't in there. But guess what? You can be that for your family. Instead of investing in her and the bullshit and the debauchery, invest in your family. Invest in yourself. Go learn some shit. Go learn some real shit that can transform your life. Because I would love to go hit me a lick for a couple million and run some shit, some services back through some project communities. Because that let me know what Peach showed me, because I had the privilege of being around Jack and Jill's, the links, and the rest of that. But what that showed me was there's a definite need for education and intervention in those neighborhoods. That only just shows me we fail people. I'm supposed to feel good about that because I know better and she's a loose fool? I don't feel like that. I don't. That made me feel like, damn, there's another little girl who's watching somebody like a Peach and they're learning bad shit. They're learning that all they can be is a baby maker and a problem maker. You understand what I'm saying? Like confrontation. That's all I see. No conflict resolution skills. No, I'm not going to say that because I heard her advocating for herself with that librarian, and I was quite proud of her. She did not get belligerent. And I'm going to tell you something. I think, this is my opinion, I think Peach read that book, and I think she realized, I don't think I know because she said that she's not, those are not her kind of people. She was not those kind of people. And you don't know nothing until you go out into the world and realize what you don't know. That goes for Peach, that goes for me, that goes for everybody. That's our job, to wake up every day and discover who we are, who we want to be, and if this decision is getting me closer to where I want to be or further away. So when I go in there, y'all, my weakness is boudin. If I go in that kitchen and I see I got some boudin, and I know my goal is to be 165, right? And I know I'm at 180. That ain't gonna help me get to where I want to be eating that damn boudin at 10 o'clock at night, no matter how much I want to. Your decisions are either getting you closer to where you want to be or further away from where you say you want to be. And it's okay if you want to be in that spot. Just don't show up every day and make people think you want to change and you're doing the same shit every day. That's all I'm saying. Don't show up every day and complain about your surroundings and you're saying you working hard and you doing whatever and you ain't told me shit new you didn't want discovered. You don't even know that they got work from home jobs. You don't even know that they'll outfit you with equipment and the rest of that shit. Don't come telling me shit about no GoFundMe. Don't come crying to me about how life is hard. Life is hard. But like my boy David Goggins says, and that's another good book for y'all to read, David Goggins. David Goggins is one of those books that I suggest people read too. And it's You Can't Hurt Me. Do It Hard. David Goggins was a big MFer who was abused by his daddy, watched his mama get her ass whooped every day. I'm going to tell y'all 3 books y'all need to look at, and it's going to change you. David Goggins was so big, he couldn't swim. He couldn't do none of the things. And this joker wanted to go be a Navy SEAL. He was overweight. He couldn't swim. He had zero buoyancy. That means you get in the water and just sink. And he wanted to be a Navy SEAL. He had never seen nobody like him do it. But he came from a deprived background. His mother was abused, blah, 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 blah. Y'all got to read it. Read the book. Look up it. It may be on YouTube, but get that book too. Nevertheless, the moral of the story is this man is one of the baddest damn military MFers that ever walked. This man not only became a Navy SEAL, he was in 2 different ranks. He is at the highest of the high. This man went from being big, obese, out of shape to lean, cut up. And this man trains people on how to harden your mind to do the most difficult things and do them at a certain level where you won't stop. Go follow this man. Go read his damn book. You know what I'm saying? If David Goggins get out here and do some foul shit, then I'll feel away. Because he done been through the training and he didn't, you know. But Peach, I'm not. There's another book called Cupcake. A Piece of Cake. The name of the book is A Piece of Cake. And this book is about a black woman who lived, her and her mom, it was her and her mom and her brother. Her mother, one day she wakes up, talk about life is not fair. One day she wakes up to her mother that she adores, who dies, just tragically falls out and dies right in front of her, right? She then finds out that the man that she thought was her father, this is a true story. The man that she loved so much she thought was her father was not her father. And she found her real father in court when he was petitioning to get her and her brother after the mother died because he believed that they had insurance. The woman had insurance on them, which she did have insurance, but she had the insurance tied up where it would have to go through another person, not him. So this man petitioned the court to get these kids, the son and the daughter, only to find out that the money would not be relinquished to him. And he didn't even take them to his house after the judge gave him custody of the kids. He dropped them off at a foster home. She went from a loving environment to a foster home with this man. Her biological daddy never even took her to his house. He dropped them off at a foster care home, of which after that she goes on to get SA'd. She gets beat, drugged, and addicted to drugs and alcohol by the time she was 11 and 12 years old. Now, you would think that this person would sit in her misery and just be a downtrodden, low vibrational, unexpected nothing. You got to read the book. She goes on to, as an adult, y'all, because she never went to school. Never. Couldn't hardly read or write. She starts herself back in school as an adult and became one of the best attorneys in Los Angeles. Cupcake, that was her name. The name of the book is called A Piece of Cake. If you ever want to hear about life not being fair and somebody picking their shit up and dealing with what they had and going for what they wanted and not falling back on that bullshit, David Goggins, You Can't Hurt Me, and A Piece of Cake by Cupcake, I want to say Cupcake Johnson. I think that's it. But if you put in A Piece of Cake, it'll come up. Heartbreaking. But when I tell you triumphant, so when you sit around and you have situations where you want to act like life is not, it ain't good, it's not this, get that. It'll change. You'll feel so different about everything. It's all about choices that we make and what we believe about ourselves, right? And if you're having trouble with understanding that, the first book I suggest you get is Think and Grow Rich, that notebook. Do the workbook. Get the book, right? Think and Grow Rich. Read The Alchemist. Read David Goggins, You Can't Hurt Me. And A Piece of Cake. That'll change your mindset. People talk about that crazy thing over there, but what she tells y'all is true. It's all about your mindset. What type of mindset do you have when you show up for the bullshit every day, all day? You don't see how that's taking you farther away from your goals? Anyway, y'all, that's enough ranting for today. Y'all do your girl a favor and tap on the like button for your girl, because y'all know my desire is for us to all come up together, right? Iron sharpens iron. And we all in this human experience trying to figure it out. Nobody have the answers, but it's designed that way. It's designed because it's part of your development. That's how you're going to get to your story. And guess what I figured out, or I think I have, it may not be, but this is one of the fundamental beliefs that I'm leaning on heavy now. The older I get, sorry about that, y'all. Somebody was calling me. But let me tell y'all this before I go. What I believe is, at the end of the day, y'all, when you get older, the reason why it hurts me when I see people think relationships are disposable is because when you get older, and I've experienced this with 2 people, and both of them had this. They had bread. They didn't want to get with nobody. They didn't want to, it was men, 2 men. And they felt like because they had money and they were able to get with women at their disposal whenever they felt like it, that they was living life, y'all. They didn't have no kids. One of them did. But he wasn't around. He wasn't really good to his kids because he was running the streets with these women, right? But don't you know they found both of them in a house alone, dead? Can y'all imagine what that must feel like? Life, they got us they got us screwed up. Life is about having people that around you that you love and that you care for and that they care for you. And as you go through life, you want to have as many people around as possible that you've had experiences with, that y'all can sit back in them golden years when you can't run, when you can't get out there and drop it like it's hot, and laugh and cherish those moments. What if your life was caught up in today? What memories would you sit back and cherish? I know it wouldn't be sitting on the internet talking bullshit and laughing at somebody's downfall, or, you know what I'm saying? Like, just keeping it 100. Would it be that? Like, when you get older, you want to laugh at when you went outside and tried to go roller skate and bust your ass. Like, every time they come over, my family come over for Thanksgiving, y'all, or Thanksgiving for me, y'all, you know what they laugh at me about? The year I went out there in some damn boots and wanted to play hard. Y'all know I'm an athlete too. I used to play basketball. I went out there in some damn boots, y'all. Some cute little boots. Your girl was cute as fire. And I wanted to play football. We played football, the family. I got my tail out there playing football, and they threw the ball to me, and I wanted to show them, baby, that I was worth having on the team. I took off running, honey, and I'm running, and I don't know if y'all in Georgia, y'all know about this the pine needles that come off the pine trees. Honey, it was pine needles in the street. Your girl took off running in them cute boots. I'm running hard. I mean, I gave it all I had to give, y'all. I hit some of them pine needles, and I mean, clean slid. I must have slid a good 20 feet, y'all. Oh my God. All I see is my husband running. In slow motion. I see myself now. When you get older, this is funny. When you get older, shit move in slow motion. I don't know if nobody told y'all this. But when you fall, it feel like it's going like the Bionic Woman. Like, I was falling down slow. I saw everything. I could see the people around me. I could see the sky. I could see, it just felt like it took 50 years for me to hit the ground. I mean, I'm going down and I'm looking and I'm getting closer and closer and closer to the edge of the street. Y'all know the curb? I see the curb coming, and I'm like, oh, I'm coming to the curb, and all I see is my husband. Baby, no. And I'm like, no, stay back. It was a whole show. Girl, we have video of my family falling all over the yard, running in the street, holding their stomach. They balling up in knots. They laughing so hard, y'all. When I tell you, that story right there makes them happy every time they see each other. You know, the first thing they want to talk about when they see each other is how your girl went out there and thought she was Earl Campbell. Every time they all get together, and guess what? I laugh harder than they do. That was something we experienced together. You know what I'm saying? Now, after it was all over, honey, they they was helping me, get my stuff together, because I scuffed up my arm, and I scuffed up. Yeah, it was so bad. I scuffed up my knees through my jeans. Now, y'all know that's bad if you can scuff your knees through your jeans. Girl, I had to scuff my damn knees through my jeans. But guess what? That gumbo was on point. That food was good. And you know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things. But we experienced that. You know what I'm saying? That, to me, that makes me happy. It was a moment of me showing that I'm human. I'm vulnerable. You know what I'm saying? I'm out here with y'all. I dressed up, looking cute, girl. And your girl just straight cut the food and laughed. I had a good time. And it makes me happy every time I see those young people. They were little now. These same people are big now. They got businesses. They live here. They live there. Like I said, one of them just getting back from Mykonos, Greece. But when I see them all together and they laugh about that and they bring that up, I take pride in busting my tail for my family. You know what I'm saying? That was funny. That was really funny. So at the end of the day, y'all, I think life is about finding your tribe that resonate with you and people that love you enough to hold you accountable and not let you slip too far off the grid. Don't nobody need a bunch of yes men in a community. Nobody. Nobody. Because guess what? You're not going to grow. You're not going to get better. You're going to get complacent in your excuses, bad behavior, and toxic momentum. Period. Anyway, so y'all, I got to go. I enjoyed talking to y'all. Y'all was here for me to handle. And y'all see my hair already. Y'all been here for your girl while I came and handled my hair. I'm not gonna tell y'all no lies, cause in my heart, y'all be trying to do better for this channel, and I want to do better for this channel. But y'all pray for me and help me figure out what I want to do with this channel. I want to do something that will make me feel good about showing up, make me feel good about knowing that I help somebody, and make me feel like I'm building something that I can be proud of. You know what I mean? I want to be proud of what I'm doing. I want to be proud to know that I could help somebody in a way that, make them think about something maybe they didn't think about in a way. That's what I want to do. And that's my desire, y'all. That's my desire. That's it. That's all. I'm a regular person doing regular shit, but I have a remarkable outlook on life. And I just, you know what I mean? I don't know, y'all. I'm just trying to figure it out like everybody else. You know what I mean? We all just trying to make it at the end of the day. That's it. That's all. And that's all I want to say. So to the person that I was talking about, the situation, I really hope that what you heard me say resonates with you, because even though we had that situation, my feelings about the situation is still the same, and I still feel the way I do, because your girl is not a punk. But I do want you to know that it's all about how you feel about what you deserve. And if you keep thinking like that, you're going to stay stuck. And if you want to get unstuck, go do the work, get the books, get you some help, and be optimistic about what you think you deserve, and go out there and get it. And that goes for anybody in this group. Don't be afraid to go out here and fail forward, y'all. That's one thing in our community. We never teach our kids that it's okay to go out and fail forward. We talk about shit. I don't want nobody to see me. I may mess up. Ooh, they gonna talk about me. We gotta get over that. It's okay. As long as you learn something, you're getting closer to your goal. So go out, live dangerously. And what I mean by that is not doing nothing criminal minded, y'all. Don't be out here like the girl over there on TikTok. What's her name? Sherelle. Don't do that. What I mean by dangerously is allow yourself to be scared to try something different, but still do it. And once you do it, you'll realize that it was all up here. It wasn't real. And if you don't do well, guess what else? You're closer to doing it right. That's it. And if you got people around you who will talk about you trying, that's an omen. Once you read the book, The Alchemist, you'll understand what omens are. That's an omen for you to pivot and pay attention to who you do have around you. Right? Because anybody that would make you feel bad or talk about you for you trying something is the same type of person that you probably don't want to necessarily be around like that. You need to be around people who are going to see the value in you trying something. Whether you win, lose, make money or not, it was for you to grow from, and you're closer to your goal. So anyway, y'all, if y'all ready to see your girl get on this damn plane and learn how to fly, pray for your girl, because we going to be doing that while we do this app stuff and finish up all the rest of the stuff I got around this house to do. But anyway, y'all, I really enjoyed talking to y'all. Y'all be blessed. And don't let nobody, I mean nobody, rain on your parade. You dig?